What video game caused you the most amount of rage? Probably one of the early NES Castlevania games. I'm not sure which one, but it was one of those long platforms jumps. One of the few times in my life I have thrown a controller. I've heard those early Castlevania games are nicknamed Controller Busters, or something like that. Runner-up, Jet Bike level of Battletoads. Simon's Quest, the second one, is generally regarded as the black sheep, kinda like how Zelda 2 was. Because it is based around exploration and the secrets are really obscure, like waiting for the tornado. Unlike in other games like that, the townsfolk are worthless and half the shit they tell you is so poorly translated it basically means something completely different. I have been big into retro gaming on emulator and holy smokes, the NES Castlevanias aren't just difficult, they are downright cruel. Some PC baseball game I bought at the Scholastic Book Fair in the 90s. It booted out of DOS. I must have just been too young or accidentally set the difficulty too high, but I literally couldn't get a hit. I ended up crying and throwing the game away. Edit. I tried finding it. I think it was Hardball IV. At least you got that toxicity out of your life. Y'all better not be talking shit on Backyard Baseball. Not the game in question, but similar, Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby. You gotta have crazy reactions and the patience of a saint to even get to Christopher Robin, let alone beat the fucker. Goddamn flash game that'll make you break your monitor. I never hated a game, myself, or the people around me more than the one time I played Overcooked. My entire family played Overcooked one time and we were advancing really quickly. We were on this Arctic map I think, and I accidentally pushed my mom into a pool of water while she was delivering the last meal we needed to win the level. We failed. I had to ban my wife from playing it, with our then 8 and 10-year-olds. Man, expecting a 10-year-old not to make a game out of just punching the rat and expecting an 8-year-old to not have the prioritization skills to get overloaded and occasionally stand in the way. You would have thought someone colored on the walls and tie-dyed the dogs. Yeah, we haven't played it in a long time. ... Not even out of quarantine desperation. Ever tried to play it with a 4-year-old? Play this with my co-workers after we closed down the bar. I had nightmares of them screaming, "WHERES the fucking meat. I need more meat." Quote. Really? Me and my friends were dying laughing. WHO keeps dropping the mushrooms. Sonic 3, the Carnival Night Barrel. The maddening thing about it is that it is so easy to get past. Once you know the bullshit method of doing it, see, you've just got to understand that Sonic can generate more vertical force by looking up and down than he can by actually jumping on something. Apparently. Guitar Hero 2 expert playthrough, just the song Freya. My pre-teenage hands were just too small to be able to consistently hold the Gren button and have to stretch to the orange. On the plus side, I did feel like a rock star smashing the guitar. That song is the most cramp-inducing song ever. Fucking jam, though. The Sword is a kick-ass band. For me, it was Hang 18. I'd practiced for so damn long. I'd played it so many times. I got to the very end of the song. It was the final outro. The end of the song was literally on screen, and I failed it on the 6th to final note. Echo the Dolphin. I consider it one of my favorite games, but the difficulty curve is super wonky. The Lagoon was the 3rd level and by far one of the most difficult ones in the entire game. I owned this game for years and never got off the first screen. I thought the whole game was just swimming around in that little cove. I was a stupid kid. I could never get past the stupid octopus right at the beginning. That was my first real experience with insanely tough but rewarding gameplay. Or at least I found it rewarding. But the octopus and those levels when you had to maneuver the spiky things to break blocks using your sonar were a beast. And then the moving labyrinth in the last level. Echo the Dolphin was influenced by the ketamine psychosis of a scientist whose life work was to learn to communicate with dolphins telepathically. Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. Fuck that fucking game. Some vintage games are designed to be coin guzzlers for arcades. Ghosts and Goblins are one of those. Congratulations. This story is happy end. Thank you. Being the wise and courageous knight that you are, you feel strength welling in your body. Return to starting point. Challenge again. XCOM, critical tactical situation, life and death, 99% chance to hit. ... Swing and a miss. I love the game and fucking hate it. My favorite Steam review of all time is the guy who said there's a 99% chance he would recommend the game, and then gave it a thumbs down. Asterisk asterisk 3 inches from Alien while holding a shotgun asterisk 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 miss asterisk. What really causes me to rage isn't just my shots missing. It is that they miss and then the enemy makes impossible shots immediately after. How the fuck do I miss 3 to 4 shots with 80% or more chance of hitting in a row and then a fucking Thin Man one-shots my best medic from across the map with a height disadvantage, while my medic is in full cover? This deserves to be so much higher up. It is practically a meme that when things go wrong, you grin and bear it because that's XCOM. Baby. Quote. Aladdin, where you gotta go through the lava cave on the rug. And Lion King. Fuck the Hakuna Matata waterfall. My best friend's little brother had memorized this level, and kids from the block would have Mike beat it for them. We'd be hanging out and some kid would knock on the door and ask Mike to come do the lava cave. I still remember that almost 30 years later. You triggered a deep pain in me I had long forgotten. Damn you. The Simpsons, hit and run. Anyone who played it knows. I love this game. I wish they'd do a re-release. That said, the level where you are chasing Cletus, I think, at a high speed, ramming him so he drops roadkill that you somehow have to also collect, without him getting too far ahead, can fuck right off. That last Alien level was made by the devil himself. My memory. This game was so good and amazing and fun. Me trying to play it years later, how did my GameCube even survive my rage? The last mission where you have to deliver the nuclear waste to the school is the reason I had to buy a new Xbox controller. Maybe one day I'll dig out my old Xbox and attempt to finish it. GTA San Andreas with that mission of flying a plane through the corona on the other plane. Also GTA San Andreas with the mission of trying to fly an RC plane shooting vans while David Cross shouts at you. If you're playing on PC, turn on VSync. Playing the game above 30 FPS breaks diving, flying, and a few other things IRC. Personally, PvP in any sort of game, be it Destiny, Rocket League, CS, COD, League, I can't stand playing PvP in games anymore. Used to only play PvP game types. Now if I have to touch any PvP mode I absolutely detest my time and I hate every second of it. I don't know if it is because I'm average at a game and the competitiveness of it drives to anger, or because of teams not working to win at all, or the fact that I'm a bit more mature and older than I was. I don't know, but I know for a fact a good story-based game will always, 100% of the time, make me so much happier and I will enjoy it so much more. I'm in the same boat. I'm not a fan of PvP games but I love a good story or exploration-based game. I also like playing co-op games with friends, but never against them. I dislike the competitiveness of it. Long live PvE. Coop is always better than comp. To be honest, I'm 28 and have been playing games my whole life. I feel like I'm pretty decent at games in general, but I fucking suck at PvP in pretty much any game. Double suck if it is a shooter. Nowadays I just stick to my single-player experiences and that's good enough for me. Single-player games feel like reading a good book to me where you get to be a main character, whereas multiplayer feels like it has no end goal. Just start another match. Esports have ruined PvP for me. If I play multiplayer, I just want to have fun, which I feel like because of pro leagues is just not possible anymore. Geometry Dash. For me it was the original version, the impossible game. The most infuriating part of Geometry Dash for me is not when I die at the very end of the level, but when I keep dying near the beginning of the level when I was previously able to get far every time. Also there's the incredibly toxic community, and the fact that it's been almost 4 years since the last update. Rainbow Six Siege, where the fuck did he shoot me from? Tom Clancy's, how the fuck was that not a headshot? Can't clutch the 1v5 voter kick. How did he kill me that fast? I started shooting first. Especially if you're a newbie. UGHHHH. For Honor for sure, no game has taken me to the same level of pure anger. Orochi spams light and runs away. There is no game that makes me rage as much as For Honor. It just sucks that it is also my single favorite game with how satisfying it can be. I still find bits of controller all over my room. Literally barely played 10 hours before quitting because I knew what I was getting myself into. Emotionally. That fucking night, dude, is what made me quit Edit. I googled it cause I could not remember which night. It was The Warden. I was going to answer this because I thought a game with a smaller player base wouldn't be upvoted. But I guess the community may be small, but we are united on this. Like and subscribe for more Reddit content. Watch the next video at the top of your screen.